From the Renaissance period to the 18th century, Age of Enlightenment, women were considered to be inferior to men and their role in society continued to be primarily domestic, which include to marry a man, reproduce, and then spend the rest of their life serving him. During the Enlightenment, where intellectuals and philosophy were being uplifted, women began to take advantage of the new intellectual trends, such as the novel and the salon. The development of ideas like individualism and rationality started to challenge women's relegated role in society. These social chances enabled them to have more public voice. One of the earliest feminists in Western history, Mary Wollstonecraft, wrote in her pamphlet, A Vindication of the Rights of Women, had urged upper-class women to obtain a proper education and profession in order to make themselves financially independent. She suggests that both men and women should be treated as rational beings, which was up and against the ultimate ideology of the Christians' dogma that women are inferior to men, thus cannot stand as an equal. You have likely heard the old canon, we wouldn't be in this mess if it weren't for a woman, which refers to the origin of the first sin, where Eve was to blame for eating the forbidden fruit and later persuaded Adam to eat them too. To express these feelings of injustice, modern novels began to develop during the flourishing of the novels in the 18th century, with many popular novelists such as Daniel Defoe issuing the woman question in one of his famous pieces, Moll Flanders, depicts woman's hardship in surviving in a world without a husband. Thus, the issue of individualism and marriage was widely spoken of by many novelists in their literary works. In The Subjection of Woman by John Stuart Mill criticizes the argument that women are naturally worse at some things than men and should be discouraged or forbidden from doing them. He says that we simply don't know what women are capable of because we have never let them try. Mill felt that it is unequal to not give a chance for women to excel. He pointed to such English queens such as Elizabeth I or Victoria as an example that women can also excel in other arenas and thus should be given the opportunity to try. One of the popular novelists, Mary Ward, wrote in Robert Elsmere and Marcella talk about female individualism, where she portrays her female characters to have strong sense of independence, strict principles and artistic talents, highlighting women's ability to not depend on men alone. She criticized the unspoken duty of a woman once they are married, which was to become a domesticated feminine ideal.
And that no reproach on the subject of fortune will cross my lips once we're married.
You are too hasty, sir. You forget that I have given no answer.
I must add that Lady Catherine will thoroughly approve when I speak to her of your modesty, economy, and other amiable qualities.
Sir, I am honoured by your proposal, but I regret that I must decline it.
I know ladies don't seek to seem.
The second novel talks about prioritizing the individualism of a marriage in The Heavenly Twins by Sarah Grant portrays her, the character, as an individual determined to follow her own principles by rejecting marriage in a sense that it will make her life better. Grant's belief that women should prioritize the well-being of themselves over a marriage. Furthermore, a novel by Lucas Mallet entitled The Wages of Sin, 1890, tells the story of a woman who upholds her autonomy in not marrying a man only for the sake of her sexual desires. In doing so, she can pursue her artistic career but also preserves her Madonna-like purity. The author criticizes the freedom of women in choosing their own path, either to have a career or be stopped by a simple marriage to a man. From those novels, it can conclude that the deprivation of female individualism in marriage was planted deep within Victorian culture, The fact that Ward, Grant, and Mallett all begin their novels in ways that conform to this similar pattern suggests a valid historical reconstruction of the 1890s with a focus on the increase in women's knowledge, desire for autonomy, and refusal to conform to the dominant traditional culture. Even though the new woman fiction disappeared with the first wave feminism after World War I, it made a lasting impact on popular imagination and perhaps on the lives of many women in Britain and elsewhere.